All right, guys, so now let's find the mode. So the mode is the number that occurs the most. Pretty easy to find. Sometimes there's more than one mode. Sometimes there is no mode. So let's look at it. Okay, there's only 182, 286s, 187, 388s, 289s, 390s, 191, 192. Okay, so because the 88 occurs 3 times and the 90 occurs 3 times, right? That's the most now. Some occur twice, 2 times, but 3 times is the most, and there are 2 numbers that occur 3 times, so there are actually 2 modes. The mode is 88 and 90. Okay, so there it is. 3 88s, chook, 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 3 90s, boom, 2 modes. Okay? Takes us to the range. Range is the easiest of all. It is the maximum number, the largest, minus the minimum, which is the smallest. So the hottest day in Orlando in that 2-week period was 92 degrees, and the coldest day was 82. So 92 minus 82 equals 10. The range is 10. 10 as a range for this data means the temperatures were pretty close together, right? Unlike this last week where it was 74 degrees on New Year's Day, right? So it was 74 on New Year's Day, and then 2 days later it was 33 degrees. It's crazy, right? So 74 minus 33, 41 degree range. The temperature dropped 41 degrees. Crazy cold difference, right? So the range for Orlando, pretty small. Okay, so that's example 1. Example 2 is actually going to be part of your homework, so I'll leave that one alone. But let's jump to example 3. So example 3, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 math quiz grades for Jenna. So Jenna has 9 quiz grades. All right, so let's find the mean. I'm going to cheat and go to Desmos. I added those 9 quiz grades together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided by 9 since there were 9 total. And I got 85.11111. So the mean is 85.11111. We want to round to the nearest tenths. So we look at the number, but because this number is between 0 and 4, we just drop it. So the mean is 85.1, right? Some of the scores were lower, some of the scores were higher than that, but the average, the middle grade, the mean, 85.1. Okay? Now that takes us to the median. I went ahead and put those numbers in order to save time because we've already seen an example. So just to make sure, right? 72, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 numbers, right? 9 numbers means there are 4 on the left, 4 on the right, and exactly 1 in the middle. So since there's 9 numbers, that's an odd number. There will be exactly 1 in the middle, and that 1 is an 84. Okay? So if there's an odd set of numbers, there's only 1 number in the middle. That's the median. Half the numbers are smaller, half the numbers are bigger. Okay? Pretty easy. All right, that takes us to the mode, right? Now, in this case, there is no number that occurs more than once. So that means no mode, not 1. Right? There is no number that occurs more than once. Skirt, no mode. So the mode is not always useful. Sometimes there's no number that occurs the most. Not a very useful piece of information. Okay, so the answer is not a mode. No mode. Skirt. And that takes us to the range to finish out this video. Maximum minus minimum. So the maximum minus the minimum is 26 26. So the range for these grades was much larger than the range for the temperatures in Orlando, which means that the scores are more spread out, right? You had some, okay low grades, you had some Bs, you had a really good high A, a middle A, a low A, but the scores were pretty spread out. Okay, so a range of 26 means this data is more spread out than the other data. And then we have example 4, which you're going to do on your own for homework. Okay, so now get to work, guys. Knock out, make sure that you upload or post in Google Classroom your notes, including number 2 and number 4. So that entire page should be complete. Make sure you show all your work. All right, guys, be safe, and I will see you in class.